Let's get into the text. Let's get into the text tonight, y'all. Oh, Jesus, Lord have mercy. Y'all not gonna like this one, but it's okay. I love men too much to keep this on my to keep this right here because I actually don't benefit one way or the other. I don't. If you decide to listen or not, it doesn't help me at all. I feel this way because I care. Let's get into it. So 1 John 2:16 says, "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world." 1 John 2:16. That's the New King James Version. And so there's three ways that today that men are being deceived. It's been going on since the beginning of time. Three ways. It is the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. Three ways, major ways, men are being deceived today. Okay. One thing that I feel like God has really put on my spirit more so than ever is that this conversation isn't being directed towards men. Because if I'm being honest, I get emails from men that are struggling with lust, struggling with corn watch, struggling, not able to control it. It's hard. There's lots of shame. There's lots of guilt. There's lots of depression. Because corn is so easily accessible. And then women, of course, they're showing themselves on Instagram. It's not very hard to get into lust. I mean, it's very, very accessible. It's very, very, it's hard. I mean, it's very challenging today to walk a path. But I'm going to encourage you, just because it's hard doesn't mean you shouldn't walk it. I'm going to encourage you that just because it's hard doesn't mean you find a loophole to figure out how to condone the type of relationships you desire because you are walking in lust. Because what I will say, and the Bible is very clear, that road, the road that seems right to a man, leads to what? DEATH. That's where it leads. And if we've watched in our own society how that road has led a lot of men to DEATH, where there are men that have literally lost their lives because they can't control lust. Lost their lives. And I'm not saying in just one way. I'm saying in multiple ways. Where they're sleeping with somebody's wife. They end up getting unalived. Somebody's girl, they get unalived. They talk to somebody's girl online, they get unalived. I've also unfortunately met men that because of lust, they've done things that they are ashamed of, and it's costed them their livelihood, meaning that they're in jail. I've also met men that have unintentionally did things, not even meaning to, but just messing with the wrong woman and end up costing their entire careers. Their careers are tainted for the rest of their career because they mess with the wrong woman on the wrong day. Wrong spirit, wrong energy. I've met men that have costed marriages, jobs, family, relationships with their kids, their own mental health, struggling with lust, can't even. I read an email from a man the other day that can't even get out of his house, struggling with his body, struggling with that lust. He can't control it. It's a real enemy. And what happens is that we have these irresponsible people that go online and say, just run with lust, do what you want, and everything's going to be okay, and life is better that way. No, it's not. Anything out of order is out of order. It's abused. And now we have, because women see men, because let's be real, guys. Women see men or certain men going after women that put themselves out there in a certain way. And so women are like, oh, well, if I got to do that to get them, I'm going to do it. And they do. And they do. And so we have a lot of deception. We have a lot of deception. Paul talks about in the New Testament that if a man wants to be with a woman, in order for him to stay focused, in order for him to stay in purpose, to please get married, he urges that. He says, please get married. Get married. I need y'all to get married. Because otherwise than that, you open yourself up to a world of darkness. And what do we see today? Even when men are. Listen, I've talked to men that are. They've been out here smashing and dashing. Back to back to back. Messing with a lot of women. I'd be surprised if I told you the name. They're not fulfilled. They ultimately want to get married one day. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised who? Want to get married one day, don't want to do this. Don't want to continue living their life this way. But the way that they present makes it seem like to you guys that this is the optimal way to be. It's not. Not even for the people that portray it like it's a badge of honor. They ultimately want fulfillment, but guess what? Fulfillment requires change. Fulfillment requires discipline. There's literally no area in life where we celebrate being undisciplined more than sex. And that happens to be the area that will destroy you the most. If someone's undisciplined, they don't go to the gym and they don't work out, they get shamed, right? We now have a body positive movement because people were being shamed for not being in shape. So somebody lacking control in their eating, or somebody lacking discipline and going to work every day, or somebody lacking discipline with a family, or lacking discipline being a father, lacking discipline being a mother, lacking discipline being a friend, lacking discipline in every other area is not celebrated anywhere else, but we celebrate it when it comes to sexuality, the most detrimental place that you can do it. We say, oh, you've got money and you've got options, so you just work them all in? Yeah, just sleep with everybody. Make lots of money and have no discipline. That is how you live an amazing life. Wrong. Look at where that's gotten the men we see. Where's that gotten them? Has that gotten them to happiness and peace? No, it hasn't. It's gotten most of them in jail. You've got so much access, you got so many options, you don't know who you're messing with. You've lost your soul and you've lost your freedom. What's next? I am trying to break the chains of deception. Why am I so passionate? Because I've got brothers. We got a society that's like, oh, yes, yeah, don't get married, don't do this, don't be in a relationship. Yeah, just mess with everybody. Yeah, what? Totally, yeah. I mean, she came on to you, bro. Like, she literally, she just asked for it. Even if she did. You don't even know who you're messing with. Yeah, I know her body is bodying. I'll give you that, my brother. But is it worth it? Because at the end of the day, every man, if we look at the statistics, the one area men in our community are discouraged the most in is the best thing for them. Isn't that crazy? If you look at statistics, men do better in marriage. They just do. It is what it is. They do. Men do better in marriage. Y'all cannot like it, love it, whatever you want to say. Men do better in a marriage. They do. They thrive in marriage. Why? Consistency. I've got this warm body in my house that cares about me. That that, hopefully you find somebody. But you guys, we have to be open to find somebody. And what happens is we've got two genders that refuse to be open, and we want connection. Oh, well, I'm not connecting with her. I'm not connecting with her. You're not open. Are you open? I could bet money if I talk to you for at least 10 minutes, I will know you're not really open. So the very thing you desire, you are sabotaging yourself for. And let's stop playing blame game. Let's stop looking at everybody else. Let's just start evaluating ourselves. Let's start evaluating ourselves. Let's not like, oh, it's because of them and this and that. And I'm not saying everybody in the world need to know your whole life story, because they don't. Access does need to be earned. I'm not going to tell a man everything I got going on in my life. I'm an open book, but I got boundaries. I got boundaries. However, I think that there's a lot of fear. I think that the enemy of our world is fear. There's a lot of fear that plagues a lot of men and women from actually developing a real connection. And so therefore we have this pandemic of loneliness. Look it up, Google it. Epidemic of loneliness. It's a real thing. Men can be in a relationship with a woman and still feel lonely. Who knew? Men can be in a house with a woman and still feel lonely. Come on. You ever met anybody like that? Like, bro, you with a different woman every night. How is it possible? You have Amanda on Monday, Susie Q on Tuesday. You have, I'm not going to use my name, because if you had me, you would have. No, let's stop. Stop. I'm kidding. I joke. But no, for real. Don't play that. You got Jennifer on Monday. You have Olivia on Tuesday. You have Janie and Ashley on Wednesday, and Thursday you have the itinerary is booked, beloved. You got a rotation. How is it possible you're lonely? I can tell you why. Because it's not genuine connections you're making. You're not making a deep connection with 82 women. It's just not possible. But I don't think that's the part, family. Everybody desires that. We have a soul. All of us do. All of us have a soul, and we all want our soul to be connected to. But we've been told a lie that we can just give our soul out to all these different people, and there's no cost that is paid. There is a cost. Lust is ruining our society. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, y'all. Let's not just be every once in a while. Let's become family, okay? Friends that are family. Okay, join my family today.